It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo Parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science Potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl. 6 outstanding young players today from elementary schools. Let's find out who they are right now. First from Mount Rainier Elementary School, say hello to Diana Chavez, Camilla Surabali, and Shannon Chick. And from Rosaryville Elementary, here they are, Cameron Mickens, Ashley Chicks, and Ronique Thomas. And now here are the categories of questions we use on Science Bowl.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
Here on Science Bowl, our game board reflects the difficulty of the questions. The easier ones are on the left, worth 5 and 10 points. The tougher ones worth 15, 20, 25, the toughest question of them all. Both of our teams start out at 50 points apiece. No penalties ever for incorrect answers. At the end of the 2 rounds, we will have a competitor for Beacon Heights. The winner of that game goes on to be the last of the final 4 in this year's elementary school competition. We started with 40 elementary schools, almost down to the final 4. So make sure everything's working properly. Let's go to the red team. Camilla, would you try your buzzer? Thank you. Good luck to you, to Diana, and to Shannon. And Ashley, would you try yours? It seems to be in good shape as well. Good luck to you, Ronique and Cameron. Are we ready, ladies? Let's play the game. Let's have a good game here. We go alphabetically M before R, so Mount Rainier and Camilla start our game.
Zoo Parade for 10.
Zoo Parade for 10 points. Teams, recently on the island of Madagascar, scientists found 3 new species of these lizards, one only the size of the head of a match. Interestingly, not a single one of them can change colors. Rosaryville?
Chameleon.
Chameleons, absolutely right. Tiny little chameleons. Very odd that they can't blend in as we know all the others can. Go green.
Body systems for 10.
Body systems for 10 points. Teams, Edgar Allan Poe wrote a very scary book called The Telltale Heart. A modern-day neurologist has written a similar book that he calls The Telltale what? Rosaryville.
Brain.
Brain, yeah. A neurologist studies the nervous system. Thank you, Rainier. Good assist there. Go, green.
Let's get physical for 20.
Let's get physical for 20 points. Teams, paper towels absorb water the same way that water rises up tiny tubes inside of a plant, defying gravity. That's known as what kind of C-initialed action? Any idea, anybody? That's capillary action, capillary action. Like the tiniest of the blood vessels. Try again, green. Ashley, you choose.
Science Potpourri for 15.
Potpourri for 15 points. Teams, the first engineered body organ that was then transplanted back into the human body was this urine sac. Mount Rainier?
Bladder.
The bladder is right. Yes, indeed. All right, Camilla, your turn.
Green things for 10.
Green things for 10 points. Teams, this is amazing. The amount of this found in a rotting banana is sometimes higher than that found in a bottle of beer. Rosaryville?
Alcohol.
Alcohol, absolutely right. Drunk on a rotten banana. I don't know about that. Go green.
Green things for 15.
Green things for 15 points. Teams, what same word means a large mass of algae floating in the ocean and the flower on a plant? Rosaryville.
Petal.
Not petal. Good try. What same word means a mass of algae floating on the ocean and the flower of a plant? A bloom, an algae bloom, and the bloom on a plant. Try again, please, Ashley.
Let's get physical for 10.
Let's get physical for 10 points, teams. Because there's so much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, there's now a lot of carbon dioxide in the ocean, and it is lowering this from 8 to 7.8. Okay, Camilla.
Oxygen.
Not oxygen. Good try. What are we lowering in the ocean because carbon dioxide has increased? It's going from 8 down to 7.8.
Sea level.
That's it. pH. The acidity is increasing. Try again, Green.
Dateline science for 10.
Dateline for 10 points. Teams, President Obama says that this plant, sometimes called pond scum or green slime, might be the next source of making biofuels. Ashley.
Algae.
Algae, absolutely right. 2 algaes in a row. You were thinking, boy, could he ask 2 algae? Absolutely. Good answer. Good, ladies, go.
Science potpourri for 10.
Potpourri for 10 points. Teams, listen carefully to this. Only insects that belong to the order Hemiptera, which includes wingless varieties like lice, can technically be called these. They are the only true bugs. They're the only true bugs. Try again, please, Green.
Let's get physical for 15.
Get physical for 15 points. Teams, at one time people thought that the moon was made of green cheese. Now we know that it had a volcanic origin, and if you go inside the moon, you're going to find a dense gray form of this liquid volcanic rock. Rosaryville. What's that known as?
Magma.
Yeah, it's magma. You got that one nicely done. Good, you're over the 100-point mark. 105, Rosaryville. Go get them, Ashley.
Body systems for 15.
Again, please.
Body systems.
Body systems, 15 points. Teams, just like these passageways in Venice, your body has an alimentary and a semicircular one of these. Rosaryville.
Canal.
A canal. The alimentary canal, your digestive system, and the semicircular canals inside your ear to help you maintain your balance. Yes, indeed. All right, go Green.
Super 8 for 15.
Super 8, 15 points. Teams, your question is as follows. On the television show Man vs. Wild, that crazy guy Bear Grylls, he does some strange things. Recently, he drank his own urine to rehydrate himself. Then he crawled inside a dead one of these animals to stay warm, an animal that hardly drinks at all and is known as the ship Mount Rainier. A dead camel, that's right. Good answer. And with that, the buzzer has rung, the end of the first round. Let's check that score. Mount Rainier at 80 points. Rosaryville at 120, a close game. We'll be back with round 2 in just a moment. Don't go away.
Diet and exercise are never easy. Then again, neither is dying. Sadly, Type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke kill nearly 1 million people a year. Most of these deaths could be prevented. Please, talk to your doctor about your risk for diabetes and heart disease. And if your doctor recommends lifestyle changes or medication, listen. The reason so many die is because not enough are willing to change. You can stop it, starting right now. It's your life. Listen to your doctor. Eat better. Get moving.
I always thought being a good mother meant raising my baby myself. But when I got pregnant, I realized I wasn't ready to be a parent. So I did something I thought I could never do. I chose adoption. It was really hard. But I know my baby is with a loving family and has a very bright future.
Sometimes choosing adoption is being a good mother. Visit us at ichooseadoption.org.
Welcome back to Science Bowl. Thanks for spending part of your day with us. As I said, we started out this season with 40 elementary schools. We're almost down to the final 4. We have University Park, Glen Arden Woods, and Cora Rice. The last school could be one of these 2 who will be playing Beacon Heights for that honor. Let's find out about our teams. Let's go first to Mount Rainier. And Camilla, tell us about Mount Rainier. This is your 3rd visit this year. You've done really well. What's the secret of your success?
We just practice a lot, and we really work together, and even if we don't get the right answers, we always cheer ourselves up and we congratulate all our members.
Boys, I love to hear you say that, because this is a team effort. This is not 6 individuals. It's 2 teams. 3 heads are certainly better than 1. You guys play a really nice game. Mr. Wallace is your sponsor. He's out there in the wings. Who's your principal?
Miss Reed.
Wonderful. And I know she's a big fan of Science Bowl. And did you guys have any alternates?
Jonathan Palmer.
Wonderful. And he's out there. And Jonathan, he likes cookies. What is it that you like?
French fries.
French fries. Who's the waffle lady? There's the waffle lady. And what do you like, Diana?
Pancakes.
That's right. Now that you're very hungry like I am here, let's find out more about these young ladies. Camilla, what do you want to do someday?
I want to be a lawyer and an author.
A lawyer and an author. I know you like to write books right now in your spare time, don't you? And Shannon, how about you? I know you want to get a college degree. You and Diana both. You're still thinking about what your career might want to be. What do you like to do in your spare time?
I like to watch TV, listen to music, play outside.
Yeah. Do all the normal things. Do you have any favorite TV shows, Shannon?
I don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully, we wanted you to say Science Bowl, but we already know you like Science Bowl. Diana, how about you? What do you do in your spare time?
Watch TV, draw, or mess with my brother and sister.
Yeah, are they younger than you are?
Yes.
But of course, that's right. The advantage of being the oldest sibling there. What do you like to draw?
I don't know, like cartoons and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Nice to have you on our show. Rosaryville, nice to have you ladies here. First time this year. And Ronique, you've been here before. Nice to have you back. Cameron, you were an alternate last year. And Ashley, you're the rookie, but you're our captain. And you told me earlier that you're quick on the trigger over there, so you were well chosen. Tell me, Ashley, are those the school uniform, the polo shirt you're wearing? No. What does it say?
Crew Science Inquiry, Rosaryville.
Wonderful. So you had them especially for Science Bowl, huh? That's great. You look terrific. Tell us about Rosaryville. It's way down in the southern portion of Prince George's County. And the sponsor of your team is Bartlow, who also is a judge on our Science Bowl. We appreciate all the hard work that she does. Mr. Wallace as well has been helping us judge our Science Bowl shows. Who's your principal?
Miss Green.
Okay, she's out there rooting for you. And any alternates on your team?
We have Jabernay, Joshua, Trenton, Eris, and Rodney.
Wow, you got a lot of folks out there in the wings rooting for you and kind of a shadow team. What do you want to do someday, Ashley?
I want to be a botanist.
A botanist, yes. And some of our judges here today were very excited to hear that because we don't get too many aspiring botanists, so you obviously love plants and flowers, huh? Do you have your own garden?
No.
No, I bet you're going to plant one sometime soon. That's a good way to learn a lot about botany. Do you have some house plants that you take care of?
I have a cactus.
Cactus, yeah. And those are pretty much worry-free. You know, a little bit of water once in a while, they can take care of themselves. Ronique, nice to have you back. You know an awful lot about science. You've been such a good assistant the first half year. How do you know so much?
Well, usually I like to read science books. So.
It shows. Readers do extraordinarily well on our program here. What do you do in your spare time?
Well, I like to read books, play basketball, and I also like to draw.
Wonderful. So you're a scholar, athlete, and creative young lady. Cameron, you also are very creative. You're into art. And in fact, someday you told me you'd like to be an artist, but you'd also like to tie that into something else.
I'm going to buy a cafe so that I could sell, it's going to be like a Starbucks pastries and coffee and hot chocolate. And I'm also going to have a back room sell art.
Oh, so it's a nice combination. I like that. So another place for people to hang out and with their friends and talk and have coffee. I think that's a great idea. Now, you play the cello, don't you? How long have you played that?
Since last year.
Since
last year.
That's wonderful. Is there an orchestra at Rosaryville?
We have, it's kind of like, we have band and they have strings and management.
That's wonderful. I think that's tremendous. You're a very serious-minded young lady. You're playing a wonderful game here. You keep it up, and good luck with all that you do. Someday, what do you hope to do?
I'm going to be an artist and a baker.
As we talked about. All right, let's get back to our game. Rosaryville 120, Mount Rainier 80. Lots of points to give away. Camilla, you gave us the last correct answer. Start us out.
Zoo parade for 5.
Zoo parade for 5 points. Teams in the Ice Age movies. Scrat was a Pleistocene version of this bushy-tailed
Squirrel.
Rosaryville?
Squirrel.
A squirrel, that's right. He was always chasing that acorn and never could quite get it. Go green.
Zoo parade for 20.
Zoo parade for 20 points. Teams, armadillos are very unusual mammals reproductively speaking because when a fertilized egg in an armadillo forms, it splits in half and separates, then each of those halves split in half and separate again. So when the armadillo mother gives birth, she has identical whats? Rosaryville?
Quadruplets.
Again?
Quadruplets.
Yes. Judges? Say it again, please.
Quadruplets.
How many?
4.
4. That's exactly right. Good. Okay, go. Green.
Body systems for 20.
Body system for 20 points. Teams, if you go into the hospital for cataract surgery, the doctor is going to end up giving you a brand new what, Rosaryville? You're going to get a brand new what?
Eye.
More specifically?
Cornea.
What you think?
Cornea.
Not a cornea. Good try. Mount Rainier, you're going in for cataract surgery. What does the doctor intend to give you a new one of?
I'd like to pass it on to Shannon.
What do you think, Shannon?
A retina?
No, a lens. You're going to get a new lens because your lens is clouded. That's what the cataract is. Try again, green. Nice try on both teams' parts.
Green things for 20.
Green things, 20 points. Teams' questions as follows. Boy, listening to this plant part, you'd think that a plant is very dangerous because the female reproductive parts of a flower, the stigma, the style, and the ovary. Mount Rainier?
Pistol.
It's the pistol. Look out, the plant's got a gun. Yeah, go. Red.
Green things for 5.
Green things for 5 points. Teams, even though they can't strictly speaking tell time, plants know when to perform photosynthesis because they have a biological what? Rosaryville?
Timer.
Give me another word.
Clock.
Clock, that's right. Good. Go. Green.
Size potpourri for 20.
Potpourri, 20 points. Question is as follows. Turns out coffee grounds are very good at absorbing the nasty odors produced by sewage. Nasty odors that smell so bad because they contain this S initial chemical element. Rosaryville.
Sulfur.
Sulfur, yeah, sulfur, that rotten egg smell. But coffee grounds absorb those. That's why you'll see them in landfills a lot of times. 170 to 100. Come on, Camilla and Shannon and Diana, let's get back into this. Go, Ashley.
Dateline size for 15.
Dateline for 15 points. Teams, McDonald's is very interested in new scientific research where stem cells from cows and calves are being put into test tubes to see if they can grow these. Hamburgers. Hamburgers in a test tube. Cameron says, come on, I said that. You got to try it. No law, no penalty for incorrect tries here. Try again, green.
Dateline size for 5.
Dateline for 5 points. Teams, they gave the name Rocky to this 27-pound crustacean. Rosaryville?
Crab.
Not a crab. Mount Rainier, they gave the name Rocky, appropriately so, to this 27-pound crustacean recently found off the coast of Maine.
Lobster.
A lobster is right. Okay. Okay, go, Camilla.
Let's get physical for 5.
Let's get physical for 5 points. Teams, your question is as follows. If you want to age very, very slowly, go to this nearby planet where a year is 687 days long. Rosaryville.
Mars.
Mars is right. You got it. Nicely done. Go green.
Dateline size for 20.
Dateline for 20 points. Teams, sedentary teenagers who don't do a lot of sports see a spike in their blood sugar, which is why there's an increased incidence of this type 2 disease. Rosaryville.
Diabetes.
Diabetes is right. Absolutely right. Another reason to get active. Go, ladies.
Body systems for 25.
Body systems, 25. And the big one in that category, look at the monitor in the studio. And yes, this is a body systems question, even though we're about to show you a bird. This bird's name is the hepatic tanager. It's called the hepatic tanager because of its color. It is the same color as what internal body organ? For 25 points, Camilla. Yes, ma'am.
Lungs?
Rosaryville, this is called the hepatic tanager. It's called hepatic because it is the same color as what internal body organ of yours?
Kidney?
The liver. The liver. Hepatic is an adjective that describes liver functions. Try again, Green.
Let's get physical for 25.
Let's get physical for 25. Big one in that category, teams. The beautiful northern lights, the aurora borealis, is now thought to be caused by these negatively charged
electrons.
Electrons is right. Negatively charged subatomic particles. You jumped right on that one. You knew that one cold. Go, Green.
Science potpourri for 25.
Potpourri for 25. Big one in that category, teams. Alan Alda, the actor, says when he asked his teacher when he was a kid what this thing was, the teacher said, it's just oxidation. Now he's holding a contest to determine what really is this? This thing that flickers and burns orange and gives off heat. Matt Rainier?
Metal?
Nope, not metal. Rosaryville, what is it that flickers and burns orange and gives off heat that some people say is oxidation?
Fire.
Fire, absolutely. Fire or flame. Go, Green.
Dateline science for 25.
Dateline for 25 points. Teams 50 years ago, back in 1962, this American astronaut, who is now a hero, became the first American to go around the Earth 3 times. Who was he, Mount Rainier?
Glenn.
That's all you need to say. John Glenn it is. Absolutely right for 25 points. Go, Camilla.
Zoo parade for 25.
Zoo parade, 25. Big one in that category. Teams, look at the monitor in the studio. Scientists in India recently found this creature. It is not a snake. Rather, it is a legless version of what kind of animal, Rosaryville?
Centipede. Centipede?
Not a centipede. Good try. This is not a snake. It's a legless version of what kind of animal?
A millipede?
Not a millipede. It's a legless amphibian. A legless amphibian. Try again, please. Red.
25. Green things for 25.
Green things, 25. Big one in the category, teams. Newspapers are sometimes called dead tree news because newsprint is made entirely of this. Camilla.
Bark?
Not bark, no, Rosaryville. Newsprint that newspapers are made of is made almost entirely of wood pulp that is made up of which of the following? Cambium, cork, or cellulose?
Cellulose?
It is cellulose, absolutely right. 2 questions left. You choose, Ashley.
Body systems for 5.
Body systems for 5 points. Teams, magicians can pull rabbits out of hats or make elephants disappear because of prestidigitation. They rely on you knowing that this is quicker than the eye. Rosaryville.
The ear. I like to pass the camera.
Cameron.
The ear.
Not the ear. What is quicker than the eye, which is why magicians can make things disappear? The hand is quicker than the eye. The hand is quicker than the eye. Last question of the game, Science Potpourri for 5 points. Teams, beekeepers in Maryland are pushing for a new law to make sure that this substance produced by bees is pure. Rosaryville?
Honey.
Honey is right, and with that, a sweet ending to our game. Looks like Rosaryville is coming back to play Beacon Heights. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go away.
Across America, service learning is helping students improve their grades and their communities. Service learning makes school exciting by connecting the classroom with community service projects.
Before service learning, I was just an ordinary student causing mischief during class. After service learning started, I got so involved into it, I started paying attention more, picked up my grades.
Okay, very good.
Service learning absolutely drives academic success.
Working together, students solve real problems, build new skills, and apply their knowledge in a whole new way.
The great thing about service learning is it gives you this opportunity to go out into the world and do things hands-on.
Inside the classroom and out, service learning opens new doors and brings learning to life. Service learning can make a difference in your school. Visit Learn and Serve America at learnandserve.gov to find out how.
I knew I needed help paying for college. I've always wanted to be a teacher. I used to make worksheets for my friends to do. No one ever wanted to come over. My guidance counselor told me about federal student aid, and my mom helped me fill out the free application. I got the grants and loans that made school possible. There is a way to pay for school. You just have to find it. My name is Caitlin. I'm going to be a special education teacher. I'm going to live my dream.
For years, scientists have explored remote corners of the Earth, searching for exotic substances that might help prevent cancer. At last, man has discovered a secret place where powerful remedies can actually be found. Medical research shows that a vegetarian diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, can help prevent many types of cancer. Wherever you live, cancer prevention is as close as your grocery store. To learn more, call 866-906-WELL.
Welcome back to Science Bowl. Great game here today. 6 outstanding young ladies. We are proud of each and every one of them. Our final tally today is Mount Rainier, 130 points. Rosaryville, 275. It's going to be Rosaryville and Beacon Heights for the last of the finalist positions. Congratulations to Cameron and to Ashley and to Rainier. Let's see some nice big smiles over there. And look at all the alternates back there. For the team at Rosaryville, we've got Rodney and Joshua, Jabrani, Eris, and Trenton. And Miss Bartlow, I know how proud you are. The sea of blue over there. Congratulations. Let's see some smiles from Mount Rainier here, from Diana and Camilla and Shannon and Jonathan. Congratulations. Great looking tie, by the way. Mr. Wallace, thanks for all your hard work and for being here again. And thank you for watching. See you next time on Science Bowl. Bye-bye.